go down to my dynamics. Now I've got compressors. It's either touch, you can, any way you want to do it. You can, either way, if you have a second function underneath the dial, you click, that's how you'll get to the second function. You click in to get to the other one function. This is available as a multi-band compressor, three-way multi-band or dynamic, or a standard compressor. If I go to here, I can pick the frequency response of the compressor. I can make it a de-esser. Now it's a de-esser. Just by picking that frequency response, I can grab in the middle of them, and I can move it around. So, and if I need my compressor back, I can just go to dynamic 2. Right now it's a gate. I just hit mode, and I can bring my compressor back. So now I still have two compressors.
On the compressors, I get 0 left and multiple.
Left, I have a bunch of signed. Okay. They bounced around already. Okay. There's 4 available for the Surface. So right now, this, if I go to a gate, oh, that's not it. If I go to a gate, back to a gate, I should say, instead of a bunch of lines on the screen, it actually gives me a better visual representation of how I'm affecting that source. My attack time comes as a graphic image, as opposed to just lines and dots. Right. If I grab the top one, same thing. If I click in, that's my threshold. If I click in, there's my range. So when I go to copy and paste, instead of pasting to only within the, let's say I'm on my EQ, if I want to copy and paste this nutty looking thing, if I want to copy and paste that, instead of having just be able to access the faders I'm looking at, I can hit copy and it zooms me out to see the entire surface. Now I can paste it anywhere I want. I'm not going to paste it to a VCA, I'm not going to like that. But yeah, I can paste it anywhere I want, just hit OK, and I just reach that going over anywhere on the desk. So now, so now I can hold this for a second, close that out. Now I go back to my overview. I've got kind of the way of layout I want. I can move these things around. I can edit. Now I can move any fader I want anywhere I want. I can grab a fader, just move it. I can jump the bridge. I can grab a fader, jump the bridge. I can hit organize banks and move an entire bank. I can move an entire bank anywhere I want it. I can set a master bank. Right now I've got 4 over 4. If I have 10 channels that I custom create, and I want this channel, I need that there, I need this aux send over here, I can say, all right, set master. I can pick that master bank. Now the other 7 will spill on this side. So as I close this, now as I scroll, I'm only going to scroll that side of the desk. This will stay as the 10 channels that I need on top.
Which could be like VCAs.
Anything you want, any 10 channels you can pick. So if I clear master, that'll reveal the desk the way it was. I can say, all right, now I have a 10 channel spill set. This button, I can take any 10 channels and put them in my spill. So I can take them and have them in my spill as well from anywhere on the desk. Put them down there in any order, right? And now when I close, now this light will light, letting me know that there's a spill available, that I can jump on top of the desk no matter what else is going on. I can pull these 10 faders up to 10 faders, up to the surface, no matter where I am in the desk. If I'm looking at an EQ or anything like that, it doesn't matter. Those faders pop. They pop right to the top. Right? So that's that. To get to a VCA, to get members to a VCA, we go to the top, edit, and then you can pick any faders you want, and then just hit OK. Now, it not only shows you the names of the members of the faders, but if I come, let me just close that for a second. If I come up to the top, if I have a mix going on, now that VCA shows me the relative blend behind that. Even though I can't see those faders, I know the mix. I can see the mix and how I'm affecting the mix. I'm not completely burying them. I can still have a representation of what's going on back there. These are used definable macros. You get 16 graphic EQs, 8 stereo effects units. Again, either way, it's Synergy 10 faders, just like on the SD series. Grab it from the bottom, slide, that's how you get to your other bands. Close that out. Go to your master. Here's your effects rack. So you got 16 stereo, 8 stereo effects. And then again, same thing with the frequency response. And this also is a spectrum analyzer that will display as audio passes, and you can affect your stereo, your frequency response, and just like, just pretty creative, cool stuff. And again, it's very visual in the way it interacts with you. Again, second function is there, but I figure most people are probably just going to go like that. Much easier. Close that out, and here's your session structure. This is where snapshots will get added. So if I add a snapshot, as soon as I get a snapshot, now I've got the ability to, the light won't light until there is a snap. So as soon as I do that, I can hit autosave. I can say, all right, I want these faders, I want this all down, and then when I find a snapshot, they come back, and it autosaved that move. So it's just that easy to create to record snapshots.
It autosaves the last,
position. When you go to switch, it writes that. It says, all right, he was right here. It remembers it. If you select autosave. Back out to the top. That's your overview. No matter what screen you're on, you can always jump to a layer just with the overview button. So you hit one fader, it jumps, and it populates that layer right away. That whole layer. The Surface is under $7,000 with no DMI cards in it. 24 by 12, 96K desk with Cat 5e, 75 meter Cat 5e snake, the card and the rack, the D rack, 32 by 8. It's just under 12,000, just under 12, and with the D2 rack, 48 by 16 plus 2 empty slots, so you can do 48 by 32 with that rack, rig. But 48 by 16 with the snakes and the flight case is around 15, 16, right around that number. So at that point, you're in and around like a Pro 1, that type of desk. You're in. You pull 80 inputs, 40 stereo, 16 stereo buses. The desk, no cards and stuff. You're in perfect little like corporate LS9 replacement, that type of desk, and with a pretty nice interface. And obviously DiGiCo.